In the heat of the downturn, here's Yashwant Sinha, the former finance minister, saying, who knows, we might all be socialists now. Let me ask you one last question. The Newsweek magazine has declared that we are all socialists now. You know, in India, the Congress party has always believed that it has a socialist bent. The communists, of course, are left-leaning and therefore they are clearly leaning on that side. It's only the BJP that did not define itself as having any socialist or socialism agenda. In a new world where the pillars of capitalism, as it were, has collapsed, is it true, Mr. Sinha, that we are all in some way or the other socialists now?
Yeah, we are socialists in the sense that we want the market to be regulated properly. We want the government to play its role, and we want equality of opportunity for our citizens. So in that sense, all of us are socialists.
Amar Singh talking about how Madhav Rao Scindia taught him how to drink red wine.
Initially, I never used to know anything about it. He used to say that take it, make the glass crooked, shake it, whether you know anything or not, taste a little bit and then say fine, whether it is fine or not, and then drink. This is the wine culture he taught me.
There you have it. Once again, it's the Congress's fault, says Amar Singh, that he started drinking wine.
Once Madhav Rao Scindia, a very good friend of mine, picked up some word of mine and then said your pronunciation is awful. He was a little soiled in the evening. He used to love his drink. He said it once, twice, thrice. Then I got cheesed off. I said, Mr. Scindia, your family's history is of 500-year-old and you studied abroad. You used to have English nannies and governess. So your pronunciation obviously will be good. I hail from a lower middle class. I never saw a plane till I was 30. I used to go in public transport. The very fact that I am sipping red wine with your blue label is my achievement, and you should better appreciate that. And if I would have got your kind of background and education, I would have become Prime Minister by now.
We even got him to sing and say no, he is not powerful.
What keeps Amar Singh ticking? Is it power?
Where is the power? I have lost power.
You're one of the most influential
Please
people
listen
in this
to
country.
me. The joint onslaught. I come from UP. The President of Indian National Congress, Sonia Gandhi. The President of Indian Bahujan Sabha Party, Mayawati. The President of Bharatiya Janata Party, Rajnath Singh, is from UP. The largest stalwart of BJP, Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee, from UP. And everyone, there was a common minimum program during last assembly election. They were all wanting to finish Samajwadi Party, Mulayam Singh and Amar Singh. In spite of that, I am surviving, but I have lost power there. I saved this government, and I thought that I will have some say in the power pie. But instead of that, working committee members and general secretary in charge of UP, they are calling me insane, mad, good and worthy enough to be treated in mental asylum. If this is called power, then I will conclude this interview with a famous Guru Das song which is full of melancholy. इन प्यासा ये महलों ये तख्तों ये ताजों की दुनिया ये इंसान के दुश्मन रिवाजों की दुनिया ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है जला दो जला दो जला दो ये दुनिया इसे फूंक डालो जला दो ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है.
We don't have a strategy manager, we don't have a campaign manager who is seasoned. I have dozens of people. Yesterday we had our first meeting of volunteers from across, from the villages, from the cities, from trade unions, and it was amazing. It was like a rainbow coalition. That was so energizing, I can't tell you. And that is what this campaign is about.
Malika Sarabhai making a song and dance of the election. Why did you not take a seat in an official political party?
Because I think today's party politics is not conducive to different viewpoints within the party. So things like that don't happen. There is a party, if they come in, the hierarchy exists. If they ask you to shut up, you shut up. If you want to question policy, it's not allowed. There's no space for it, there's no room for it. And I'm not the kind of person who can keep quiet if I think something's happening that is very wrong. So I'd be thrown out immediately. So it's better not to get into a party.
In the air with Naveen Jindal for a bird's eye view of politics.
लोगों की सेवा करें, इस देश की तरक्की, इस देश की अखंडता और इस देश की एकता को बनाए रखें।
Who keeps the politician accountable?
People. People do keep the politicians accountable.
And we learn from another rural winner, Sachin Pilot, why the heartland is the way to go.
I think India is bestowed with a lot of agricultural fertile land, and if industrialization has to take place, which it should and it must to create job opportunities, it must not take place on the most fertile parts of our land. Unless the farmers have money in their pocket and they are empowered economically, only then can they provide good education for their children, and then those children will have the skill sets to be employable in the years ahead.
And we learn some valuable globalization animal lessons from Gurcharan Das, namely the difference between the elephant and the tiger.
This entire thing of the elephant beginning to dance, we live today in a world of crisis, though there is this Obama-esque sense of hope. Is there anything that can derail or stop the elephantine sort of size and gait of India from stopping to dance?
Yeah, well, that's a good way to put it. When you have 9% growth for 5 years, then the elephant is dancing. But the reason why it's an elephant still is the tremendously, we still are very slow in reforming, very slow. You know, I mean, the fact is what makes us different is that we got democracy before capitalism. I don't think anybody will give up democracy for 2% higher growth. We waited 3,000 years for this moment.
Sure.
But it does get frustrating for that elephant that once it starts dancing, it has all these people from the state who want to pull it, catch it, etc. So I guess the answer is more reform. And yes, the answer is that this will be one of the first economies to bounce back from the world financial crisis. I think it's still an economy that's very robust domestically. And so we still have, I mean, we have a good economic future.
It's a wonderful point. The elephant is dancing. Perhaps will continue to dance, but it shouldn't remain an elephant for too long. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, I think that, I mean, as they say, tiger doesn't change its spot.
Maybe it should become a tiger instead of an elephant.
No, I think the elephant's a good analogy because an elephant has distance. It has stamina.
That's right.
See, a tiger rises and runs out, loses stamina.
Like Asian tigers.
Loses stamina.
Yeah.
Elephant continues.
I know I have to work hard to deserve to be here and there's to write a whole book, but it's worth it, I think.